What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data, and be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a big block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. We have a big block of news at 7:30 with the focus on the average hourly earnings for the month of October, the average weekly hours for the month of October, the labor force participation rate for the month of October, and non-farm payroll, and the underemployment rate for the month of October. At 8:45, we have the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI for the month of October, and at 9 o'clock, we have construction spending for the month of September, and the ISM Manufacturing Employment Index, New Order Index, PMI, and prices paid for the month of October. And finally, at 2:30, we have some CFTC data being released. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream, and today was definitely a trend day. And to be more precise, today was a mass sell-off day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 2 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq opened slightly bearish and traded 489 points to the downside into a previous area of support. However, once the bears failed to rotate price lower, the bulls stepped in and price rallied 125 points to the upside and seeing a slight sell-off going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking for. So today was just another exciting day for those addicted to the thrills of the NQ. And when I said yesterday that yesterday's session was the calm before the storm, I laugh now about how accurate that statement was. Because as we discussed in last night's meeting, if price traded below 360, that we would see a massive move to the downside. And once bears were able to hold this level, price did not look back and the clapping of the bulls began. So if the bears can maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 980 and 950. Because this is the range where the bulls previously found support, and I do expect for bulls to step up at this area to buy the retest. But if the bulls fail to regain control and price continues to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 925. However, if the bulls can regain control overnight and price begins to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 120 and 140. Because this is the range where we saw that massive move to the downside going into the close of the session, and I do expect for bears to step up at this level to sell the retest. But if the bears fail to regain control and price continues to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 165. Now, for those that found themselves on the wrong side of the market today, remember, even seasoned traders face challenges, and it's a part of your journey to becoming a consistent, profitable trader. So staying calm and committed to your trading plan is what's going to make you successful in the long run. And if we shall fall, we will get up and we will try again. So the price action overnight will definitely be essential for our bias going into tomorrow's stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content and appreciate the value that me and my trading partner provides to the trading community, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the release of our next NA meeting and live streams. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart, and this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And during the overnight session, the E-mini S&P opened slightly bearish and traded 114 points to the downside into a previous area of support. However, once the bears failed to rotate price lower, the bulls stepped in and price rallied 11 points to the upside going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, this is what I'm going to be looking for. So just like the NQ, the ES saw a massive move to the downside. But unlike the NQ, the bulls did not get any significant bounce throughout the session. So if the bears can maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 725 and 720, because this is the range where the bulls previously found support, and I do expect for passive buy orders to be resting in this area to buy the retest. But if the bulls fail to regain control and price continues to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 708. However, if the bulls can regain control overnight and price begins to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades back within a range between 755 and 760, because this is the range where the bears broke structure to the downside, and I do expect for passive sell orders to be resting in this area to sell the retest. Now, with the reaction that we saw at the end of the session, price could go either way at this point. We saw a massive pump on Amazon, and we simultaneously saw a massive dump on Apple. So the Nasdaq does appear, or at least for now, more bullish, while the ES appears more bearish. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the market opens for the next session. But I'll be monitoring both markets overnight to identify the best trades as we go into tomorrow's stream. And in summary, both markets started off the session bearish. Both markets had a massive sell-off with buyers unable to regain control for the majority of the session. And finally, both markets had a mixed reaction to Amazon and Apple earnings after the bell, with the Nasdaq being more bullish and the ES being more bearish. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.